Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Kemetic Tarot. We're going to go ahead and get into some of these messages. Okay, I'm going to start by looking at the present, the past, present, future. We'll clarify what your challenge is, and we'll get any advice that we might need at this point in time. Okay, so the challenge that we are dealing with at this point in time is the Page of Wands. So the challenge is being open to things, starting new beginnings, starting something new, and being open to new beginnings. Okay, what you don't see coming. We have a few of these. Okay, so we're going to go and look into the past. So in the recent past, I see the Magician, the Three of Pentacles, and I see the Two of Pentacles. So in the past, it could have been you trying to manifest something into reality, and you had to consult with some people or consult with many different people, guides, spirit guides, etc., on a decision that you had to make. Okay, on making a decision, it seems like you were going back and forth between two things. This could have been somebody who is going back and forth, who is dealing with two people and a third party, putting you in a third party situation, and they couldn't really decide between the two options that they have. Nonetheless, we're seeing that somebody was trying to manifest something and that they had to consult because they couldn't make up their mind. In the present, we're seeing the Nine of Cups, the Chariot, and the King of Swords. Also, I decided to pull out a fourth card, the Six of Swords. Okay, so in this current point in time, you might be feeling like you feel like indulging in yourself. Maybe you perhaps feel happy single. You might feel pretty happy and just trying to enjoy life. It's showing that you want to move on from whatever situation, or you will be moving on from whatever situation, and after getting some clarity, you might cut some things off and move into a different direction. Okay, in the near future, I see the Five of Cups, the World card, and the Emperor. So in the near future, I see you completely moving away from something, and that something you might feel regretful about at first, but it is part of your divine destiny in order to move on from a situation so that you can move into a more stable and more aligned version of yourself. Okay, so the challenge that you're facing at the time is moving on and starting something new. Is being open to maybe other possibilities and moving towards that. What you don't see coming is the Ten of Swords, the Queen of Swords, and the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, so what you don't see coming is perhaps a betrayal that might be coming forward. Heartbreak and depression, betrayal. It might be somebody who has said certain things to you, or will be saying certain things to you, that make you really think and analyze what it is that you kind of have in your life and what you've got going on. Okay, we have the Ten of Pentacles, the Judgment, and the Four of Cups. So I'm seeing that there was a happy situation that you were part of that you might have ended up being betrayed in. And a decision is going to be made on a situation that has to do with maybe your house, some kind of abundance, maybe a partnership or relationship. What you don't see coming is that when this decision is made, you're not going to feel happy with the decision, and you're not going to be happy with what it is that you feel you have been offered. Okay, so it could have, this situation for many of you, you were dealing with somebody who was very manipulative and was trying to manifest and create a certain situation, and they're trying to manifest a situation where they are able to deal with two people because they were indecisive, in which a situation in which you end up moving on from, feeling sad about that, but realizing that that is exactly what has to be done, and it is in your best interest in order for you to really shine through and be who you're meant to be. Okay, so yes, you want to be able to, start something new, and you have possibilities, and it's really just a challenge of trying to find out what your possibilities are and start that new thing after being betrayed, perhaps, having a tough exchange with somebody that really gets you to think about, okay, what is my life, and does this really bring me happiness? Is this really my ten of pentacles, or am I kind of happy, being on my lonesome and being alone? Okay. I'm seeing a lot for some of you. This is not gonna seem like it's the best thing at that point in time. I'm seeing a lot of you are going to be upset about that situation. Okay, but at the bottom of the deck, what you don't see as a result is the star. So you are actually going to manifest the version of yourself that makes you, and live the version of yourself that makes you most happy. Do the things that actually make you most happy by walking away from a situation or a person who had a lot of options but decided to bring you this little, a cup, bring you this offer, but you're realizing that this person is kind of in and out. And when it comes to a relationship situation, a house, a marriage, you're realizing that you actually want to start something new. Okay, you actually want to be starting something new. So let's get some let's call in and bring in the advice from your guards, your guardian angels, and the ancestors. What is it that, let's go through this native spirit and see what we can call forth to help. Okay, so we have great mystery. So I know that a bunch of you guys are going through a great awakening, and a lot of these things that have been happening to you have been in divine order. And what you have here is a great mystery. Okay, and so what is the gift with the great mystery is that you don't really see, or you might not know, for many of you, you might not know what you're going through and what you're experiencing, and it is a great mystery. But that is the great mystery, because what is on the other side, what is waiting for you, is actually something that is super beautiful. Okay, we're gonna get a healing mantra. My angels respond when I am open and authentic about how I feel. Okay, so asking for angelic support. So a bunch of you guys are in the wilderness. A lot of you guys have been experiencing dark night of the soul. A lot of you guys have been on the hero's journey, and a lot of you guys feel lost. A lot of these things that you're losing is actually in order for you to really grow and bloom into the better version and the best version of yourself. So some of you are being, called to ask for angelic support in this point in time. It reminds me of the story of Exodus. Of Exodus, when Moses goes into the wilderness after all the firstborn are being killed, and his people are being killed, and he felt like he was so alone at that time. And the quote is, I can't think of exactly what that quote was, but all those times, when you saw a single set of footsteps, that was me holding you. Okay, that is when I was with you, essentially. Okay, and so that's what you're being asked. You're being asked to call in the support of your guides, your ancestors, of the divine, because in your darkest moments, what we don't realize is that the divine is actually with us. What are some things that perhaps we may need to work on, or what are some things that we could be experiencing? Okay, that one flew out. Okay, that really flew out there. Judgment. Okay, so yes, Understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. Yes. So you might be, that is exactly, the sentiment sometimes is that you feel so alone. You feel like what you're experiencing is truly, unique to you, and that you're the only one going through it. And that's why it feels so dark and it feels so lonely. But everybody has their unique experience. Everybody has a different set of lessons that they need to learn for themselves. Okay. So yes, it does feel like that. And you may be alone, in the sense that maybe you're not around people who are also walking the same path or going through the same things. But if you keep in mind that, this is the the great mystery, the hero's journey, that, you at this point in time, a lot of you guys are actually divinely protected and supported. All you guys need to do is call in your angelic support. It may be a unique path, unique to you, and challenge is unique to you, but one thing is that you are never alone. Okay, and so the goddess that you can call forward in this point of time is Selket. Okay, magical protection, exactly what I was talking about at this point in time, is that a lot of you guys are in fact divinely protected, and perhaps you just need to call on your spirit guides a little bit more. That's what they're asking of you, because they're protecting you. They want to protect you, but just ask for their support in order to deal with all the things that you are currently experiencing. Okay. I'm going to show you the beautiful artwork one more time. It's beautiful. I know a lot of you guys have been going through cycles and, losing a lot of things. Okay. But you're actually outgrowing that which does not serve you in order to move into and grow into your divine purpose. Okay. Your divine self, your divine being. Okay. All right. And so that's what I've got